Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanTrucks.com. Today we're taking a closer look at, listening to, and installing the Flowmaster Outlaw single side exit catback exhaust system with black tips, available for the 15 to 18 3.5 EcoBoost F150, excluding the Raptor model. Now, if you're the owner of a 3.5 EcoBoost, you know that they can definitely use some help in the volume department. So if you're looking to get one of the loudest systems available on the market with an upgrade in material quality, as well as an absolutely massive, aggressive black tip out of your single side exit design, this is gonna be a perfect fit for you. As you just heard from our sound clips, loudest of the loud, full 5 out of 5 on our loudness meter here. You're gonna get a lot of rasp, a lot of volume, and just a little bit of drone inside the cabin. Now, the Outlaw system from Flowmaster is designed to help to try to keep the drone to a minimum, but of course with these EcoBoosts and a completely straight pipe bullet style muffler, you're gonna get a little drone inside the cab there. Now, if you wanna pick this up for your own 3.5, you can do so for just about $700, a little under $700 for the catback. Not too bad of a price compared to some of the other full-length catbacks in the market. Now, if you look at some of the other options there, you'll notice that there's a lot of baffling in some of the bullet style mufflers, some of the bigger mufflers out there. This one, again, a complete straight pipe from head to toe. It's got a huge 5-inch mandrel bent tubing from head to toe. You get a really unrestricted airflow there. The turbos love it. You'll get a little turbo noise out of that 3.5, but again, a lot of volume there. Now, the tip coming out the rear is a 13-inch cold rolled tip. If you were to open that up and spread it out, it's 13 inches. Comes together to be about 5 inches wide. It is a massive black powder coated tip. Looks super aggressive out of that single side exit design. Now, the rest of the system is a 409 stainless steel, a good bump up from your factory system. So guys out there in wintry weather areas, this will last a little longer when you're seeing a lot of that road salt. When it comes to that installation, 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter here. I'll get to show you that in just a second here, but I wanted to let you know a ratchet and a simple socket set will do the trick. A cordless impact definitely goes a long way as well. WD-40 or PB Blaster is your friend here, guys. You want to lube up those isolators to make slipping the hangers in a hell of a lot easier. Now, without further ado, I want to show you how this gets installed. So let's get to it.
Tools required for this install: mallet, PB Blaster or WD-40, hanger removal tool, 11mm wrench, universal joint, 13mm shallow socket, 11mm deep socket, 15mm deep socket, cordless impact or ratchet, and a pry bar.
So to kick off our uninstall, we've got our truck up in the air and supported on our pull jack here. If you're working on the ground, obviously make sure you have jack stands under the frame to keep it safe. First step we're gonna actually remove this in 2 separate pieces just to make our lives a little easier. You can drop it out all in one piece. It is a little heavy for one person, so we're gonna disconnect it right here behind our muffler. I got my 15mm socket. I'm gonna loosen up this clamp here, then disconnect all the hangers from their isolators and drop down the tailpipe section, and then we'll come back and disconnect the flange by the catalytic converter and drop the rest of it. Next up, we're going to use our hanger removal tool here to pop our hangers out of those isolators. We've got 2 of them behind our muffler and 1 toward the end of the tailpipe. At this point, we're going to pull our whole muffler assembly out in this one section, and then we're going to work on our back piece. We've got our hangers loosened up out of the isolators, so it should pop out pretty easy. There's 2 more bolts we want to loosen up at our flange here back behind our catalytic converter. So I got my 13mm socket and a swivel joint. We're going to get those taken off. So we finally got our factory system off of our EcoBoost and on the floor here, sitting next to the Flowmaster Outlaw system. Now, at a glance, you can definitely see the size difference between the two. You're talking about maybe a 3-inch tubing here from the factory going to a 5-inch mandrel bent tubing. That is a huge upgrade in air size. You're definitely getting a free-flowing, unrestricted exhaust flow from head to toe going straight out the back, which is going to increase your volume. You're going to get more turbo noise, and of course, you're going to get a little more power and torque out of that as well. The big player change here is going to be from your factory muffler to your Flowmaster Outlaw bullet style muffler. Now, as you can see, it's got that black powder coated finish, which is definitely going to beef up the durability, but the big thing here is right in the middle. It's completely hollowed out. I mean, I'm talking a complete straight pipe from head to toe, which is really going to amplify that volume, which is why the Outlaw system gets that 5 out of 5 on our loudness meter. It is one of the loudest systems you can get for your EcoBoost F150. Really, any truck or car in general. The Outlaw is just known to be an absolute monster in volume, which is going to have some drone in the cabin, which you want to know going into that. So that's really going to encompass everything that the Outlaw has to offer. Coming out the rear end there, you're also getting a massive 5-inch black powder coated tip from Flowmaster with the Flowmaster logo embossed in the top of that material. That's gonna look pretty good and aggressive coming out your side exit. And really, without further ado, I wanna show you guys how this gets installed so we can get it on the road. So let's get to it. To kick off the install here of our Outlaw system, we're gonna start with our inlet pipe going into our factory flange. We're going to connect our inlet pipe to the flange here using our factory bolt, so let's tighten it down with our 15mm socket. All right, now we're going to tighten it down with our 13mm socket. All right, now we're going to install our hanger clamp to the other end of our inlet pipe. Now we can install our Outlaw muffler. Next step in the process is our over axle pipe, and just a reminder, make sure you're putting your clamps on over the pipe before you connect it to the muffler. That way you don't have to take it back off to put your clamp on. So now we're gonna feed it over the axle, connect it to the muffler, tighten it down, then of course make sure our hangers are in the isolators. Now the entire system so far is just sagging down a little too much for us to slide that hanger into the isolator, so I'm going to use a pole jack to support the weight, get it jacked up to the height that I need it. I'll be able to slip the hanger into the isolator and tighten everything down and continue from there. All right, so the last step in the process before we go back and tighten everything down is our massive Flowmaster black tip. So we're gonna put this on the end here, tighten that down at the top here, which is an 11mm, tighten that down and make our way all the way back through the system, tightening down all of our clamps once we make our adjustments. That's gonna wrap up my review and install here of the Flowmaster Outlaw single side exit black tip catback, available for the 15 to 18 3.5 EcoBoost, excluding the Raptor models. If you're looking to get this for your own 3.5, you want the loudest of the loud, a good upgrade in quality, as well as a really aggressive 5-inch black tip, this is the way to go, and you can pick yours up right here at AmericanTrucks.com.